Don't give me a ticket, officer. I'll do anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Will you learn how to drive?
I'm on a new level.
Hey, license and registration, please. What's with the outfit, officer?
Casual Fridays, bro.
I have been looking forward to meeting this guy for years and asking him just one question and one question only. You're called Mike the Cop. Are you actually a cop?
No, I steal cop cars and make videos, and then I run and hide until things calm down. Then I get another video in.
This will be fun.
But no, I am a cop, yeah.
Brother, I am stoked to finally meet you, man. Why don't we start by talking about what you're doing out here in Chicago right now?
Well, it started with helping out Relentless Defender with repping them at a table. They do like my shirts, and they're an amazing company that gives back to law enforcement and prints law enforcement apparel. So I'm super committed and connected with those guys. Awesome. And they have a table out here, and they're like, hey, you want to go out there and rep the table? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, hey, how would you feel about doing MC stuff for law enforcement night at the cops conference? I'm like the actual conference? He's like, yeah. So they're just like, yeah, we'll have you out here and do MC work. And I'm like, oh, cool, bonus.
That's awesome. You were busting some of the state troopers pretty hard in the beginning. How'd that go?
Well, somebody's like, hey, there's a pretty high up person from Illinois State Troopers here. I'm like, oh, good, tell them I said hello.
How'd you get into what you do?
We started doing nonprofit work with Humanizing the Badge back in mid-2014, late 2014. We started this Facebook page, Humanizing the Badge, and that was started by a lady named Elizabeth. And I came alongside a little bit after she had started that and was like, hey, you're doing some amazing things with your writing and your work. And she's like, yeah, can I share something that you did? And we built this relationship. And so Humanizing the Badge started to grow. And we realized the importance of video work in social media. So we saw this guy, Officer Daniels, doing stuff. And I'm like, well, I'll just try to make some videos and maybe that'll work. And so started making short little videos on Vine for 6.5 seconds at a time. And here we are.
So man, I got to ask, because a lot of departments have some pretty strict social media policies. How'd that first viral video go over?
I think for me, I was blessed because we ended up in a situation where I had already been doing nonprofit work in the law enforcement world. And so I think that the administration at my department understood why I was doing what I was doing. And they gave me a long leash, and said well, let's see how it goes. And I think that they saw the positives, which was what our policy was. Our policy was pretty liberal in the sense of you can be on social media as long as it paints law enforcement in a positive light. And so I just took that and ran with it. I just got blessed, that I had good people in leadership that understood the value of social media.
That's awesome. Talk to me a little bit about you outside of all of this. Who is Mike the Cop? Obviously, we're not going to ask you your full name, but tell me more about you, man.
Man, it's like a normal family man, I'm an old dude, been married for 23 years, got 4 kids, a grandkid, and when I'm not making...
Hold up. You have a grandkid?
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
and when I'm not dealing with the family and doing all this or working the road on patrol, I'm grappling on jiu-jitsu mats, man. It's my passion, so.
That's awesome. Very cool. What message do you hope that people take out of all the work that you do?
That we're closer together than the media typically wants to make us believe we are. It's really the heart of Humanizing the Badge that 99 point whatever percent of every single person I encounter is just fine with the police. And 99 point whatever percent of cops, they're good people, So really we share a lot more in common altogether than people would maybe want us to believe, because there's maybe some profit to be made by continuing to perpetuate that false narrative and division. And so I'm just here to kind of break the stereotype, I guess.
One joke at a time, brother.
Thanks so much. Man. I appreciate it, really.
Guys, make sure to go check him out, follow him online. Support cops. It's a spectacular organization. Thanks for watching. God bless America.